Ever wondered why stockfish, a simple dried fish, can command such a high price? This isn't just any ordinary dried fish, it's a culinary marvel, a product of tradition, and a symbol of superior quality. Its hefty price tag isn't just for show. There's a captivating story, a journey that each piece of stockfish embarks on before it reaches your plate. It's a tale of quality, demand, and artistry that intertwines to create this gastronomic gem. In this video, we'll unravel the mystery behind the expensive price tag of stockfish. To understand the cost of stockfish, we first need to look at its source. Delving into the icy, pristine waters of Norway, we find the origin of stockfish. This isn't just any fish, it's a special breed of cod known for its firm flesh and distinct flavor. A key factor in its price is the quality of the fish, which is directly linked to the cold, clean waters it calls home. The cod used for stockfish are caught in the North Atlantic Ocean, particularly in the Lofoten archipelago where the water temperature is just right for them to thrive. It's a place where the Gulf Stream meets the icy Arctic waters, creating the perfect environment for the cod to grow big and strong. What makes this fish so special? Well, it's all about the quality. These cod have a high fat content, which is crucial for the drying process that transforms them into stockfish. The colder the water, the more fat the fish accumulates. This extra layer of fat not only adds flavor but also helps to preserve the fish during the drying process. The conditions under which the fish are caught also play a significant role in the cost. The fishermen brave harsh weather conditions and rough seas to catch the cod at their peak. It's a labor-intensive process requiring skill, patience, and an intimate knowledge of the sea. This isn't factory fishing, it's sustainable, respectful, and mindful of the environment. The catch is meticulously sorted, with only the best specimens selected to become stockfish. The fish are then prepared for drying, a process that is as much an art as it is a science, and one that we'll explore further in the next scene. Every step, from the moment the fish is caught to when it's ready for drying, is carefully monitored to ensure the highest quality. This meticulous attention to detail, coupled with the challenging conditions in which the fish are caught, contributes to the cost of stockfish. So the journey of stockfish begins in the cold Norwegian waters, but that's just the start. Once the fish is caught, it undergoes a special process that transforms it into stockfish. Now you may be thinking, how complicated can drying fish be? Well, the answer is, quite a bit. The art of producing stockfish is a delicate, time-intensive craft that has evolved over centuries, and it begins with the selection of the right fish. The fish used for stockfish is primarily cod, although haddock and scythe are also used. These fish are chosen for their lean, white flesh, which is ideal for the drying process. Once the fish have been caught, they are headed and gutted on the boat itself, ensuring the fish are as fresh as possible. This immediate processing is vital as it prevents any chance of spoilage. The fish are then sorted by size because the drying time varies depending on the size of the fish. After the fish have been cleaned and sorted, they are strung on a yell, a wooden rack specially designed for air-drying fish. The yell is designed in a way that allows air to circulate freely around the fish, facilitating the drying process. This is where the magic happens. The fish are left to dry in the open air for several months, from late winter to early spring, a period when the temperature hovers around 0 degrees Celsius. The cold, dry air slowly extracts moisture from the fish, preserving it and enhancing its flavor. The drying process is a fine balance of art and science. If the fish dry too quickly, the outer layer can seal in moisture, leading to spoilage. If they dry too slowly, they can develop mold. Hence, the drying process is closely monitored and adjusted as necessary, a task that requires experience and skill. This open-air drying process also imparts a unique flavor to the stockfish, a combination of the fish itself and the environment in which it dries. The salty sea air, the crisp winter chill, and even the specific type of wood used for the yell, all contribute to the flavor profile of the stockfish. This is why stockfish from different regions can have distinct tastes. The process doesn't end here. Once the fish are dry, they're taken down from the yell and sorted again. They are then matured in a controlled environment for an additional 2 to 3 months to further develop their flavor. As you can see, the process of producing stockfish is labor-intensive and time-consuming. It takes anywhere from 3 to 5 months to produce stockfish, and this doesn't include the additional time for maturation. It requires skill, patience, and a keen understanding of the environment and the fish. This labor and time, coupled with the cost of the high-quality fish used, significantly contribute to the cost of stockfish. Thus, creating stockfish isn't just about drying fish, it's a time-intensive craft. After the drying process, stockfish embarks on a voyage to markets around the world. This journey, however, is not a simple one. It involves a complex distribution process, and each stage comes with its own set of costs. First, let's talk about transportation. Stockfish, born and bred in the cold waters of Norway, needs to travel thousands of miles to reach global markets. Whether it's by air, sea, or land, each mode of transport has its own set of expenses. Fuel costs, vehicle maintenance, and labor costs all add up, making transportation a significant part of the overall cost of stockfish. Next, we have the import taxes. When stockfish lands on foreign shores, it's not simply a case of unloading and selling. Each country has its own set of import laws, and most levy taxes on goods brought in from overseas. These import taxes, designed to protect local industries, add another layer of expense to the stockfish. In some countries, these taxes can be quite hefty, further inflating the price of our beloved fish. Finally, there are the tariffs. Tariffs are a type of tax that countries impose on certain imports, usually to protect domestic industries. For stockfish, this could mean an added cost depending on the country it's being shipped to. Some countries may have a free trade agreement with Norway, meaning the stockfish can enter tariff-free. However, in countries without such an agreement, a tariff can add a significant amount to the final price of the stockfish. So, as you can see, the journey of stockfish from Norway to your plate is not as straightforward as it might seem. It's a journey fraught with costs and complications, from transportation and import taxes to tariffs. Each step in the journey adds to the final price of the stockfish, making it one of the more expensive fish on the market. The journey of stockfish from the cold Norwegian waters to your plate is long and costly. But for those who've tasted it, the unique flavor and texture make it worth every penny. Now let's talk about the demand side of the equation. Stockfish isn't just a commodity, it's a culinary delicacy savored around the globe. Its popularity, however, is particularly noticeable in two regions: West Africa and Italy. These areas alone account for a significant portion of the global demand for stockfish. In West Africa, especially Nigeria, stockfish has been a staple for centuries. It's a key ingredient in many local dishes, providing a unique flavor that is simply irreplaceable. The fish is used in a variety of soups, stews, and sauces, and is often served during festivities and special occasions. It is a symbol of affluence and prosperity, and its distinctive taste and texture have made it a must-have in many households. Meanwhile, over in Italy, stockfish, or stoccafiso, as it is locally known, is equally cherished. It's a traditional food item, especially in the northern regions of the country. Italians love their stockfish dried and rehydrated, and it's used in a wealth of dishes ranging from appetizers to main courses. The demand peaks around Christmas time when stoccafiso alla Vicentina, a classic Italian dish, is a common sight on dinner tables. But what does this high demand mean for the price of stockfish? Well, it's simple economics. When demand outstrips supply, prices tend to rise. And given that stockfish production is a labor-intensive and time-consuming process, meeting this high demand is no easy task. It's a delicate balance of maintaining the quality of the product while trying to keep up with the market's appetite. Moreover, the demand for stockfish is not just about quantity, it's about quality too. Consumers are willing to pay a premium for top-notch stockfish, further pushing up its price. This is especially true in regions where stockfish is deeply ingrained in the culinary culture and people are more discerning about its quality. High demand coupled with limited supply often leads to higher prices, and stockfish is no exception. Stockfish isn't just any dried fish, it's a premium product. And there's a myriad of reasons why this is so. One of the most notable features of stockfish is its intense, rich flavor. Unlike many other dried fish, stockfish is known for its robust and deeply savory taste, a characteristic that sets it apart and elevates it to a level above the rest. This unique flavor profile has been described as somewhat earthy, with a hint of the sea, making it a highly sought-after ingredient in many traditional dishes worldwide. But the allure of stockfish doesn't stop at its flavor. This delicacy is also recognized for its impressive nutritional value. Stockfish is packed with high-quality protein, essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. It's a powerhouse of nutrition, providing the body with vital nutrients it needs to function optimally. This makes it not just a tasty choice, but a smart one for those attentive to their health. Now let's talk about its longevity. Stockfish boasts an incredibly long shelf life. Thanks to the traditional drying process, which involves exposing the fish to the natural elements of wind and cold temperatures, it can be preserved for years without losing its distinctive taste or nutritional value. This is a remarkable feat that few other food products can match. The fact that you can store stockfish for such a long period and still enjoy its original quality is another factor that contributes to its premium status. Furthermore, the production process of stockfish is labor-intensive and time-consuming, adding to its value. It involves careful selection of the best fish, meticulous preparation, and months of drying. The result is a product that is not mass-produced but carefully crafted, enhancing its appeal to those who appreciate artisanal food products. The unique qualities of stockfish make it more than just a dried fish, it's a culinary luxury. Its exceptional flavor, high nutritional content, and remarkable longevity, coupled with the artistry involved in its production, justify its high cost and establish stockfish as a premium product well worth the investment. So, why is stockfish so expensive? Let's tie all the knots together and dive back into the heart of our story. We've been on quite a journey exploring the mysteries and marvels of stockfish, haven't we? Let's start from the beginning. Stockfish isn't just any fish, it's a premium quality product that requires a particular species of fish caught in the cold, clear waters of the North Atlantic. This, in itself, sets the stage for the high price tag. The fish's quality is paramount, and because of its origin, it carries with it a unique flavor profile that's hard to replicate. Then, there's the art of producing stockfish. It's not a matter of simply reeling in a fish and slapping a price sticker on it. Oh no, it's a labor-intensive process that takes time, skill, and a whole lot of patience. The fish are carefully cleaned, tied together, and hung out to dry in the cold Arctic air for several months. This traditional drying process is what gives stockfish its distinctive taste and texture. It's not something that can be rushed or mass-produced, and that exclusivity adds value. But the journey doesn't stop there. Once the fish are perfectly dried, they embark on a global voyage to reach consumers. The cost of distribution is another factor that drives up the price. Shipping a delicate, high-end product like stockfish requires meticulous handling and special packaging to ensure it arrives in optimal condition. These costs, though necessary, are reflected in the final price tag. And then, let's talk about demand. Stockfish isn't just a novelty item, it's a staple ingredient in many cultures around the world. From Nigeria to Italy, the love for stockfish runs deep, and where there's love, there's demand. The high demand for stockfish, coupled with the limited supply due to the time-consuming production process, naturally results in a higher price. Last but not least, let's not forget the premium nature of the product. Stockfish is not your everyday supermarket fish. It's a gourmet ingredient that adds a unique flavor to dishes. This luxury item status, combined with all the factors we've discussed, justifies the hefty price tag. All these elements, the quality of the fish, the labor-intensive drying process, the costs of distribution, the high demand, and the premium nature of the product, they all play a role in setting the price for stockfish. It's a fascinating journey, isn't it? From the icy waters of the North Atlantic to the drying racks of Norway, and finally to plates around the world, each step in the process adds a layer of value to the final product. It reminds us that behind every bite of delicious stockfish, there's an intricate dance of nature, tradition, and global commerce. It's not just about the price. It's about appreciating the journey and the effort that goes into making every bite possible. All these factors combine to make stockfish a luxury item with a price tag to match. So, the next time you enjoy a dish with stockfish, remember the journey it's taken to get to your plate.